Hello, everybody. My name is Catherine, and welcome to She Reads Tarot. I'm here for your no contact twin soul love reading for Scorpio. And welcome everybody. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It helps for your energy to flow freely through all the messages that I bring. I do read for all 12 signs on this channel if you're interested. Also, you guys, please hashtag win in the comment section. I do drawing for a 3-question personal reading. I will be starting that drawing on November 1st. So please hashtag win in the comment section. It also is going to help this channel to grow. All right. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please do so by clicking on the link in the description box below. I will be dropping my phone number. You could also text me to book a reading if you are interested. Okay, so please look out for the text number to drop, but the link to the website is below. You can also pay via credit card, Cash App, however you choose to pay. I also accept PayPal. All right, so there's that. Everybody else, hello. And you guys, I also did post Aries through Virgo. No, Aries through Virgo. Yes. Aries through Virgo, technically. I did Libra, but I haven't posted Libra yet. I'm going to be posting Libra prior to this message. But I will drop Libra, Scorpio, and likely Sagittarius, like all at the same time. Okay. So we are going to get started with your reading. The way we're going to do this is going to be like in kind to a twin flame reading, but this is going to be a no contact twin soul or karmic reading. Okay, this could be a karmic energy, but oracle messages face down, so I'm not going to see these, you're not going to see these until we both see them. Okay, but the first one we will look at current energy. This is going to be your person's current energy. Okay, your person's current energy, or Scorpio's person current energy. So if you are a cross watcher, you are also welcome to this channel. All cross watchers are welcome. So you can be viewing for, maybe you're dating a Scorpio, okay? Or you are in a relationship with a Scorpio and you're looking for clarity. Take it how it resonates, wherever you fit into the reading, okay? So we'll look at your person's current energy first. Then we'll look at your current energy. So when we're looking at overall energy, this is going to reveal where you are emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sometimes even like physically regarding the connection to this person and vice versa. And then third, we will look at your heart space towards them. So this is going to be on a soul level, the things that you have not revealed about how you feel towards this person. Could be current energy or how you felt in the past. But anyways, this is going to be your heart space. Fourth card will be their heart space towards you. And okay. And then as far as the fifth card and the sixth card, we're going to be looking at blockages and lessons in the connection. Okay, so any blockages that are keeping you and this person from being together, from coming together, from being in the same room with one another, whatever the situation is, what are those blockages? And then, or lessons that you have learned or, need to learn, or your person's learning or needs to learn, however that relates. Okay. And 6, the divine guidance, higher self message. So this is the card of how you are connecting with the divine and that message that you're receiving in that connection as it pertains to this connection. What is the higher self message? What are those intuitive things that you are aware of when it comes to the connection? All right. And then lastly, we will look at potential energy that is going to be coming towards you, or your person. What are the future movements or actions that you or this person are going to be taking? Okay. And then we will clarify. Excuse me, sorry. It came out before I even got a chance to say I have to sneeze. So sorry. Okay. Lastly, we will clarify with the tarot messages, okay? We'll clarify each of the oracle messages with the tarot. So let's just give it a good shuffle here. And as you guys know, for all 12 signs, this is my second time doing a reading for you guys this month, you guys. So pretty much 24 readings, actually more, because I have other readings that I have put out, a couple of money bombs. I did a love bomb. I did another twin soul karmic love reading for you guys. So I've been putting out the content for you guys. I have been putting out some freaking content, and it is only going to improve as the channel improves, my readings improve, I get more comfortable with the schedule. I do have 2 other channels, you guys. The links are below. Queen Cancer Tarot, which is my main channel. Please go and check that out. I also do giveaways on that channel for free readings. So again, all signs welcome. Cross watchers are welcome on all 3 of my channels. Tarot Talk Live is a channel for everyone. We don't just talk about tarot. We talk about all subjects, all subject material, narcissism, aliens, Area 51, AEPs, all kinds of things, UFOs, Diddy. We talk Trump. We talk about it all. So go and check out Tarot Talk Live. And I have a show that I do on there called Conspiracy Theories, and it is pretty interesting. So we use the tarot. Okay. So go and check it out. All right, y'all. Scorpio. Scorpio. No contact. Twin soul love reading. So now we're going to start with Scorpio's person's current energy. Scorpio's current energy. This is your current energy. Okay. Your heart space towards this person. Their heart space towards you. What are the blockages and or lessons in the connection? What is the divine guidance or higher message to self or from self to from? Take it how it resonates. Okay. And lastly, future potential movements, potential energy, future movements. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Got my little reverse pyramid here. All right. Starting from the top here. So this is going to be their current energy. All right. So we have family. Okay. This person could be focusing on wanting to start a family. This person may have a situation going on with people in their family. All right. They may have responsibilities when it comes to their family. All right. This could also be someone who is very close, has very close ties with their family, or has a very large family, and it's a constant interaction. Family is they're very deep rooted. Okay. They have a very tight inner circle when it comes to family. Right. So someone with strong family values. Okay. Someone with strong family values, someone who wants to start a family, Or this could be a family member. Okay. Ears just kind of buzzed in. So this person that is a soul connection could be a family member. It doesn't have to be romantic. Okay. This could be work, people, neighbors. No, it has to be someone that's a soul connection to you. Okay. So your current energy. We have nurturing. Okay. So it looks like you both are having similar values here. Okay. And this is someone who is very giving, very caring. I'm getting King Pentacles, Queen Pentacles vibes. Do you know what I mean? Two people who are at the top of the family unit, doing what they're supposed to be doing, responsible, and also loving. Okay. You could also be someone who works with children. So you may be very nurturing, very loving. This person may see you as someone who is very loving when it comes to children. So what is the heart space? Because I'm trying to get to the blockages because this looks like two very solid energies and individuals, right? It seems all gravy on the outside. In your heart, this is where you are. We have thrills, okay? Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. So, this is your heart space, what you are feeling in your heart, but you haven't expressed. I feel like so. Hmm. So, in your person's energy, I'm seeing two people with kids. I'm seeing a couple, right? Holding hands. Like there's a whole family here. So, this person, I feel like you're not connected to, but they have a family situation going on. And everybody appears to be happy, right? They're looking towards a bright, optimistic future. So they're in a family situation that appears to be optimistic. They're looking forward. Their back is turned. Their back is turned. So this person has a family. They're gone on with life. This is someone that you're not no longer in contact with, but they have another family. And you are in the energy of, I see one person with a child who's mentoring. Okay, so you could be perhaps maybe divorced, or there's an energy of you have a child with someone that has a family situation elsewhere. Okay, and with thrills here, right? And again, it's the innermost, it's that innermost. This is like what your true hidden feelings are, okay, on a soul level. And what I'm seeing here is this is just temporary, okay? This is temporary. Now, this person may want to settle down and have a family. They may have gone off and gotten what they wanted. You were just looking for someone that, you cared for, someone you could talk to with mentorship and wisdom. I feel like there's just an energy of wanting just to have a compassionate or relationship that was nurturing. You did not want to be in a committed family situation with this. Okay. Or you could see this person as being in a family, right? And, looking at you as just a thrill. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. I keep hearing something buzzing, and I'm like, what is that sound? I'll figure it out. No. So that could be where thrills is coming in. Like you could be feeling like you're just like addiction here. You could be feeling like you are this person's temporary thrill. You know what I mean? Like this is just temporary. This is just fun. This person wants to settle down. I know I'm not ready. I just, there's that. So this could be a situation that was short lived because you weren't ready for what this person was ready for. So here is their heart space towards you. Ooh, we got suffering and silence, baby. So there's a separation. I don't feel like this person has a family. I just feel like there's an energy of this person wants to be in a family situation with you, but you were looking at the connection as a thrill, as temporary, right? And this person with suffering in silence, they're not saying how they feel. They're not able to say how they feel. Maybe they're afraid to say how they feel, but they're not speaking their true feelings here. They're not telling you what they really want. Or there's an energy of it was a broken dream once they realized you were looking at them as just a thrill. Okay. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. All right. They could have been just looking at you as just a thrill and it shattered your dreams. Do you know what I'm saying? And you realize, well, this person is just playing a game. Like they are not really playing a game, but this is what this person is on. And it's completely not what I'm looking for. So you suffered in silence. Yeah. Dreams broken. Now, look, this is isolation. This is the blockage here. This is the blockage or the lesson being learned. This talks about someone being rejected, left alone, and self inflicted. I'm telling you right now, this person is in the energy of, I just wanted to settle down with this person. I never thought this person was just looking at me as like a one night stand, and that has left this person feeling super, super rejected, super, super in their feelings, like hurt, like, really. So it's two people who connected. I feel like there was some sort of passionate connection, but I don't feel like what was in this person's heart space was the same as the other. And I feel like the other person ended up suffering and having to do it quietly to save face. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. And this also, I feel like with the lesson being here is self-inflicted. I feel like this person feels as though they kind of asked for this because they, crossed boundaries and then started asking questions or, later, or there's the energy of moving too quickly, assuming and not having conversations. Again, just moving too quickly, not knowing where people stand before you move forward with certain things. So if you're feeling rejected, then that's going to be on you at this point, right? Because, you didn't ask, you know, you didn't ask. So moving on, the divine guidance or higher self message here. Archangel Michael, protect yourself. This is all about protection. Archangel Michael, divine guidance. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It says prevented from harm, divine intervention, right? So there's going to be some protection. There's going to be, I feel like you're going to have some divine guidance that's going to come and, you know, cover you in this situation. Even though you inflicted this on yourself, it does not make it any less hurtful, right? To understand that what normal, logical, moral, balanced people typically do is when they do certain things, they're moving in certain directions, right? And you're joining souls together when you're being together in a passionate way with someone. So why not think that this is going to be a soul connection? Of course it is. It is. It always is. Okay. I don't care for how many minutes or seconds it lasts. You are connecting souls, right? So there has to be some intention in some way on what you're doing with this. Is this just like for today? Or is this like intended? You know what I'm saying? So what are your intentions on a heart level? There's going to be some protection here. Also, this could be your energy or your message to yourself to protect yourself, right? Plain and simple. Just don't do it anymore. Just don't let anyone cross that boundary. Don't leave yourself open, Scorpio, in that way. Know what you're doing before you do it. And lastly, potential energy coming towards you or future movements. Look, today, today, in the moment, now, and good vibes. Listen, future movement. This talks about living in the moment. Okay. Good vibes. So there's the energy of needing to protect yourself. Okay. I'm getting an energy of needing to be safe. Okay. If you are in a connection and you're doing things, you're out there, you're being whatever you're being with, people, there's a sense of needing to make sure that you are protected. Right? Everybody is not on the same page. Everybody does not have the same intentions. This doesn't just have to do with, catching anything, but this also has to do with creating lives, okay, that did not ask to be created, right? And it is so unfair. It's so wrong on a soul level to bring lives into a broken situation from the start, all because someone did not protect themselves on such a simple level, right? So I feel like with this protection card here, right, and today, right, and then suffering and silence and thrills, I'm just getting an energy of wrap it up, please. You know what I mean? Wrap it up because everybody suffers, right? Not just the people that are having their thrills for the moment. You see what I mean? It's the kids too. So this could be for Scorpio that has children or Scorpio who's thinking about or in the children making phase, okay? Where you're able to and you're out there just wilding, do whatever it is you do. But, wrap it up be intentional, be honest with people, and just kind of protect yourself. And also emotionally. Okay. So enough of my spiel, but let's get to the tarot because this is interesting. Scorpio, what is going on? So let's look at the family energy. This is your person's energy. Let's see what they have going on right now. Please make sure to drop a like for me. It does help with the algorithms, y'all. I did make it open, I believe, so that y'all can see how many people are liking the messages. Just be accountable, you guys. You know, if I didn't do anything to offend you, go ahead and drop a like. How about that? I don't want to do anything to offend anyone, so I should have a like from everybody, right? Tell me about family, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and family. Tell me about family. Holy Spirit, angels, and family. So we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, see, this is someone who's being rebellious or someone who's not really ready for all of that. This person is not ready to settle down. They're not ready to have a family. So this is not your energy. In your heart, this is what you know of this person. In your heart, you know that this person was not ready to settle down. You cared about this person. You know, you feel as though this is temporary, right? You were just kind of temporarily enjoying the company, right? But this wasn't going to be realistic, right? Because this person was not in any way ready. Or listen, this could also be your person with their energy. They're wanting a family with that Knight of Wands. You're going in the opposite direction. Under the deck, look, Two of Cups. Listen, somebody is ready to have a family. Look, you got the Two of Cups twice in a row, y'all. You guys. So I feel like the both of you are aware. There is an awareness, you know, I feel that this person wants to settle down. This person knows that they want to settle down. But with that Knight of Wands, no. Someone's going in the opposite direction, right? And this is their energy. So we're going to say it's your person. Tell me about your current energy here with nurturing. Tell me about Scorpio's current energy. Holy Spirit, angels, and God. Tell me about Scorpio's current energy, please. Look, look at this. The Emperor. Okay. In control. All right. Someone who makes decisions, the final decision. Someone who doesn't take orders, they give the orders, right? This talks about giving back. Wisdom here. Okay. That Emperor energy. This is referring to someone who is married. And it could be that you've been married before, because this talks about wisdom of this Emperor energy. It could be that look, the Queen of Pentacles, y'all. I am not even gonna freaking look at this. I told you. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy is all that I was feeling when y'all, with the Empress, this you guys. So yeah, married, having babies, yeah, nurturing. Mm-hmm. And then we have the Empress behind the scenes, which is also divine feminine energy. Also an energy of someone who is having babies or has children, or someone who's currently pregnant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh my God, Scorpio. I channeled this energy, y'all. I knew that I was just not giving a spiel for no reason. Because usually when I go off on rants like that in the middle of a reading, it's for a reason. Pay attention. This person, I feel like, yes, they realized that they were not ready to get into a long term commitment. This is just, what they were doing for the moment. I feel like they let this person know, but baby, I feel like this person is already with child. You could be pregnant. You or this person could be pregnant. I take it how it resonates. But the person who chose, the person who was not ready to be in a family, but they were doing that ready to be in the family activities, is going to end up pregnant. Or they're going to end up getting someone pregnant, period. Because this is a whole pregnant person here. Queen of Pentacles followed by the Empress. I'm sorry. With the Emperor here, no. Somebody's having whole babies. And with the Two of Cups twice, okay, with the Knight of Wands, right, with family right underneath. Yeah, they were running away. They were being, rebellious or whatever, but they were busy. They were doing the do. And with the Two of Cups twice here, there was a lot of, on a soul level, there was a lot of soul tie connecting going on. And somebody ended up making a baby. He's having a baby. Tell me about thrills. I got that from Downton Abbey. Y'all, I got something new that I'm cooking up for you guys. I can't wait to announce it. I can't wait to tell y'all about it. Tell me about thrills. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Oh, we got two cards here. So we have the Nine of Wands, which definitely is that card of pregnancy for me. I'm sorry. This is the card of child labor. Okay. Nine of Wands. This talks about hard work. Love requires hard work. This is also someone who's persevering through a situation, right? They're being resilient. This is that wounded warrior. They're almost through. They're almost through to the 10 wands, the 10th month, having that baby. This is someone, I feel like, with the Nine of Wands, with thrills here, there's an energy of, yeah, this was just for the moment. They intended on this just being for the moment. But baby, you just got yourself a lifetime pass. You have earned yourself a lifetime pass to Wally World. Okay. And next, with the Nine of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands. Look, you got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So, like I said, there was a lot of things going on. And now you have a third party that's on the way. You now have a third party person. Listen, thrills here. You listen, Scorpio, pop those ears like you pop those collars. This thrill, this moment is going to turn into 9 months and with a third party person attached to you. I'm telling you, with the Queen of Wands energy, I'm telling you right now, that is what I am getting. And look, you're going to be, if not depressed, there's an energy of just like confused. Like how did I get here? It's almost like karma with suffering and silence here. This is their heart space towards you, right? This talks about having real feelings here, unspoken desires. This person wants to have a family with you. They wanted this, but this was just a hookup, a one-time thing. I think with the Knight of Wands, this person knew that this was just a thrill. They knew, they had awareness of it. Okay. With the Two of Cups twice, that means that you and this person both had awareness, right? With that Knight of Wands, that this was just a hookup. If they really wanted a family, they definitely wanted this. But like I said, this says make love, not war, right? So this person, that's all they were really focused on. Same with you. Okay. Tell me about suffering in silence here. Y'all, this is one crazy ass reading. Tell me about the suffering in silence. Suffering in silence. Look, Seven of Swords, because it's a secret, or there's an energy of having to do this alone, right? Or knowing that they're not going to have this family. This talks about having to do something by yourself, not just necessarily lying to someone or, being deceptive energy, but this the Seven of Swords, Lone Ranger energy. I'm going to have to go this alone. It's not going to be the family I wanted. It's not, we haven't done things the right way. This is what, and under the deck, Page of Swords, anxious, right? Anxious. With the Knight of Cups energy, negotiations going back and forth. So there's an energy of, asking questions or trying to get information, going back and forth. Now, with this Seven of Swords, this could also be a little bit of energy of not necessarily telling this person, right? So listen, with isolation, you may not even tell this person that you are pregnant right away. Okay. I'm getting that with isolation here. Okay. Tell me about this isolation energy here. Tell me about isolation. Rejected, left alone, and then self-inflicted. That just shot out, y'all. It shot out. And it's the Strength card, and it like shot out sideways, absolutely sideways. So I'm just going to take it out in the upright, and there's an energy of holding back, isolation, holding back the truth, not telling this person that you're pregnant, doing this by yourself. Four of Pentacles, holding back, being guarded, keeping this to yourself. Y'all, these cards don't lie. People lie. People lie. Okay. See, and we have the Six of Swords. So there's an energy of someone who's moving away from something quickly, holding this to themselves and getting away, right? Moving away. So you may even end up moving away from this person. That's why there's no contact. That's why you both are in separation right now. And this also is the blockages. How beautiful is this reading? Because I forgot to say that we were talking about the blockages here, which is isolation, right? You keeping this to yourself, being guarded, keeping this to yourself, holding back this information, doing it alone, right? Going through an entire pregnancy for 9 months. Interesting. Someone's going through an entire pregnancy for 9 months. Yeah. Yep. This person may have a family. You may find out that you're pregnant. You may end up doing something with someone that's already in a family. That's the other message that I'm getting. So please, there is one small, very small percentage of you who are in this energy. I'm telling you right now, the message is coming through strongly. It is. That's why I haven't really moved forward yet, y'all. Because there is a situation with someone who found themselves in a conundrum. They thought they were having a good time. This was just for thrills, right? But it's going to end up being for much longer than you anticipated. And with that Queen of Wands energy, you have just made yourself the other woman. And now the other woman with child. That's why the Empress is coming up for you here. You are pregnant. You are pregnant. Okay. And suffering in silence, you are definitely suffering in silence, or this person is suffering in silence because they're trying to hide it from their family. See, they're trying to keep the secret. They found out you're pregnant and they're trying to keep the secret, but there's an energy of having to move away to keep this a secret, right? Isolation. So is this person asking you to move? Are you moving willingly, Scorpio? Where do you fit in this situation? Because this is horrid. This is absolutely horrible. And like I channeled in the beginning part of this message, who gets affected more than anybody? The children. Six of Cups. This is a Six of Cups card. It talks about good vibes, right? Today and in the moment, I think about the Six of Cups when I see this card. So that lets me know the children are going to be that future movement, potential energy. What's coming towards you is this child, this baby is coming. Now, we also have Archangel Michael sitting here. So we're definitely not going to skip past that. I'm just leading up to it. This is the main part, I feel like, of the reading. Tell me about divine guidance here with higher self message here. Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention, right? You are going to be divinely protected here. Y'all. Oh, look at that. The Seven of Wands popped out, but it popped out truly in the reverse. This is no mistake. It's not sideways. We cannot question the fact that the Seven of Wands is in the reverse. I love the way Spirit always makes things so clear, so you don't question. But this is an energy of someone who is pretty much yielding. They're yielding, being submissive, or just saying, yep, you know what, this is the situation. So maybe this person is going to yield to the truth of the fact that, yes, you know what, I did it. This person, I fathered a child. I have someone who is pregnant. This person is pretty much opening up. That's for that small percentage. Now, for this other wider percentage of the collective, this is an energy of someone, if you're keeping this pregnancy a secret from this person, you're now letting this person know that, listen, I know I said I didn't want a family, that I wasn't doing this, but here it is. This is someone who is opening up. And look, we have the Five of Cups here. So this is going to be a disappointing. This person is, I feel like there's an energy of being disappointed that you didn't come forth with this information sooner. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. See, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. I feel like this person is coming in with regret that they walked away. See, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. This is all about healing, two people talking, right? Emotionally, there's an energy of connecting on an emotional level. Things are going to get better, but like I said, there's going to be an energy of feeling like, there's going to be some feeling disappointed that you walked away and did this by yourself. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. Also, Seven of Wands could be an energy of this person is not like, they're not going to fight back, or they're not going to deny. They're going to be in an energy of yielding to your needs or whatever it is that is going to help you in this situation. They're going to surprise you about their reaction. Okay. We have today, good vibes, now and in the moment. Like I said, something positive is coming towards you, not just this baby, but I feel like a positive response to this child, even though you didn't want to have a family right now. And even though this person really wanted a family and, got with you anyways, knowing that you didn't want to. So let's see how this is going to turn out. Tell me about today. And the small percentage of those of y'all, the very small percentage of those of you guys who are in this situation, okay, where you're the third party, y'all, definitely with that 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, it is going to be a situation where you're going to, it's not going to turn out, there's no winners, basically. There's not going to be any winners in the situation, right? But at least with the 7 of Wands in the reverse, this person is yielding to the fact that it happened. They are taking accountability, right? So with today, oh, okay. Okay. So we have the King of Swords in the reverse, which is very bothersome. This is someone who's very controlling and extreme with their actions and with the things that they say. This is someone, within the moment with the King of Swords in the reverse, something is going to be said in the moment that I feel is going to come off rather rude. Let's see. Or inhumane. Who is this King of Swords? That's what I want to know. So I'm going to I'm going to double clarify. Yeah, we have Temperance here under the deck, and we have the Lovers. So we have an apology, and then we have this 8 of Wands. Okay. There's gonna be some back end or conversation. There may even be an argument, but someone is gonna say something. There's gonna be some words here. There's gonna be an apology though. Someone's gonna apologize, but I feel like there's gonna be either an argument or words are gonna be had, and someone's gonna apologize for things that they said. Yep. You have the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands with the Death card here. Yeah. There must have been some exchange. There was some conversation. There was a separation. But I feel like there's going to be an apology. There's going to be people who are let down about the way things went. But despite everything, there is going to be a coming together, right? There is going to be a coming together and a conversation. So take this reading how it resonates, Scorpio. What a situation, y'all. Hell of a reading. I love you guys so much. I hope you resonate with this energy. And please make sure to drop a like, and I will be right back with Sagittarius coming up next. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.